let's try to learn the important concepts of S block elements. This is a low weightage chapter for NEET. JEE la vandu low weightage nu edume solla mudiyadhu because what they are doing is they are asking you very few questions right now. NEET la 45 questions irukku, JEE la we don't have that many questions, so even if one question comes out of 25, that is a higher weightage than 1 out of 45. In S block elements, when you see, for the most part it is memory based, but there are certain parts that are high weightage within a S block that comes as periodicity based questions, like solubility or thermal stability of carbonates, bicarbonates, all those. We will try to see whether we can learn some tricks to remember them. Now, basic S block elements, we already seen this before. We have know that the group 1 is called alkali metals, group 2 is called alkaline earth metals. We know that. Couple of things we already know from our periodicity is, as you keep going down, the electronegativity decreases, electropositivity increases, ionization energy decreases. They like to become ionic easily because they are extremely big in size, so Z effective is very, very less. We know that. Metallic character increases as you go down, density increases as you go down, except for these two. We have seen this before because of introduction of d orbitals. The density of potassium is lower than density of sodium. We want to remember that. And also when it comes to their ions, the ionic character increases as you go down because the size gets bigger. Fajans rule says it is more ionic for the cation. Alright, group 1 is collectively known as alkali metals. We know that, and they form alkaline hydroxides on reaction with water. We want to remember this. Why we want to remember this is, தண்ணில போட்டா என்ன கிடைக்கும்ன்றத வெச்சலாம் basicity சொல்ல முடியும் நம்ம. They give alkaline hydroxides. We know that hydroxide basicity increases as you go down. They get more and more alkaline. They have a configuration of noble gas, filled noble gas plus 1 electron. Because it is 1 electron that can be lost easily, their first ionization energy is extremely low, IE1. IE2 is very, very high because we have to remove from noble gas configuration. We have seen questions based on this in periodicity. When it comes to alkaline earth metals, the second group, except beryllium. Beryllium வந்து alkaline கிடையாது. Okay, and also it is more covalent than the other ones because it's extremely up on the top, high charge generally. Fajans rule again. Because their oxides and hydroxides are alkaline in nature and their metal oxides are found in earth crust. Their oxides and hydroxides are alkaline and they are found in earth crust. Hence they call alkaline earth metals. They have the noble gas configuration. We have seen this also before. They can lose the first electron. Second electron can also be lost to become noble gas. So the biggest jump for them is the third ionization energy. This is something we want to remember. In general, in periodic table, we can see diagonal relationship. Look at it this way. So I have, let's say, an element. When I go from left to right, what happens to size? Decreases. Z effective is increasing. Size decreases. Periodicity. When you go from top to bottom, size increases. So roughly, இங்கே நீங்க போனா கம்மியாகுது, இங்கே நீங்க போனா அதிகமாகுது. இது ரெண்டும் ஒரே சைஸ் இருக்கும். Correct? Similarly, ionization energy. It increases as you go down, go to the right, decreases as you go down. So ionization energy ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கும். So properties are similar across the diagonally placed elements. We want to remember that. Particularly, you guys have to remember two relationship between lithium and magnesium, between beryllium and aluminum. This comes very common. These are not very common. Let's look at some of the properties you are expected to remember. Size முன்னாடியே பார்த்திருக்கோம். They have the largest size in a given period. As you go from left to right, the size decreases, C effective increases. We have seen this. They are considerably low and decrease down the group. This is also periodicity based lecture, we know. Hydration enthalpy of lithium is higher than all the others. It goes and follows a proper trend. The reason being, எல்லாமே monopositive. ஒரே amount of charge, ஆனா the charge is present in a very small sphere compared to a larger sphere. Correct? Cesium is big. So charge density lithium அதிகமா இருக்கனால lithium has very high hydration energy. We know one question based on this. They can ask you the mobility of the ions, speed of the ions. We know that lithium plus aqueous moves slower than cesium plus aqueous because hydrated radii, we have seen this before in class. Now, lithium salts, because of this property, are mostly hydrated, meaning water of hydration on the salt layer. because of this property. Very high hydration enthalpy. Density, this is something we have seen before also. Anyways, let's look into it. Density is mass over volume. So density goes down. So potassium is supposed to be here, it has come here. So density goes down if the mass is lower. That's not the case. Protons and electrons and neutrons you have added as expected. So mass marla, volume da marla. Volume is proportional to radius. Density is lower, meaning volume should be higher. Denominator volume higher, radius higher, meaning size வந்து எதிர்பார்த்ததோட அதிகமா இருக்கு. Yes, because of presence of d orbital which are more diffuse. Because of the density of potassium is lower than sodium. Nevertheless, all the densities are lower than that of water. They all float in water. The next property you want to remember, standard electrode potential. Now normally standard electrode potential, how do we see? A cation accepting an electron to become the corresponding metal. So standard electrode potential, when you look at in terms of ionization energy, when you go from top to bottom, ionization energy decreases. So they ionize easily. Appa reverse thana idu vandu ionization energy reverse thaan. Correct? This is ionization. The reverse is ionization. Appa idu reverse la kuduthirukanga. Appa ionization energy அதிகமா இருந்ததுன்னா ionize ஆகாது. அப்போ reverse easy-ஆ இருக்கும். So lithium should have the highest, but if you see the order, it is jumbled. Correct? So lithium should have the highest, but lithium is lowest. Potassium is also low. So the complete order is different. You want to remember certain properties here. Sodium is the highest, lithium and potassium are lowest. We want to remember in the table we have seen in electrochemistry. Why does this happen? When you look at ionization energy, it is a property of losing an electron of an isolated gaseous atom, okay, gaseous atom. But electrode potential is also that process plus hydration energy. Water la pota hydration agum. See here, lithium hydrates very well, potassium hydrates very well. A combination of this factor, appo sodium adikethama varanum sollalam. A combination of these two gives you this particular order. You want to remember that. So in E0, what we have seen, hydrogen kid, I told you group 3, group 13, aluminum group. Below that group 2, below that group 1. Group 1 in the bottom most. See, group 1 is here, except one of the ones in the group 1 is right here. You want to remember that. Flame test is a memory based question. You want to remember crudely if possible. All these flame tests are extremely important in figuring out what metal you have in a given compound. Because these all compounds are soluble. KSP through நம்ம precipitate பண்ண முடியாது, qualitative analysis பண்ண முடியாது. So flame test is the only way to differentiate group 1 elements. All these are the colors that you see in your fireworks. We saw the physical properties of alkali metals. Let's look into the chemical properties. There are many chemical properties, but I'm just going to look at the ones that come as a question in NEET very often. Reactivity towards air, meaning basically வெளியில வச்சிங்கன்னா என்ன ஆகும்னு. So you may have seen it in lab. Generally alkali metals are stored in kerosene or oil. எதனாலனா airல பட்டாலே they have very low ionization energy, they will oxidize. Okay, you want to remember this property. So reactivity with air, we also want to remember certain things. Lithium forms monoxide. Monoxide is this, O2 minus, lithium is plus. As expected, or oxide na expected, it will form some peroxide. Sodium forms predominantly peroxide and some superoxide. Peroxide, superoxide, all this we have seen in MO theory. All the others form superoxide. So we want to remember this way: lithium, sodium, and let's say others. Lithium and sodium forms oxide and peroxide. Sodium and others form peroxide and superoxide. Others form superoxide. So what you get from this is, as you go down the series, the tendency to form superoxide increases. The tendency to form oxide decreases. As you go down the series, the tendency to form peroxide increases and then decreases. Statement question, extremely important one you want to remember. Stabilization of large anion by larger cations through lattice energy is the reason this is happening. Now we have seen this in MO theory also. Remember the reason. The one other reason that you want to know, lithium, when you take air is mostly nitrogen. So you also need to look into not only reaction with oxygen, with nitrogen as well. When it reacts with nitrogen, it forms lithium nitride. Nitride is -3, lithium is +1. Others do not form nitride. This is a property in which lithium is peculiar compared to the other alkali metals. It will resemble magnesium in the diagonal relationship. This reaction you want to remember. Now luckily, see, understand, you don't need to remember and write it as a statement question. They will print it as a question for you. You just have to choose the option, so it is not that hard if you familiarize yourself. Now that we have seen reacted with air, let's go into water. When I put it in water, obviously these are alkali metals. Thannila pota alkali hydroxides varum. And the hydroxides are more and more basic as you go down the series. Now, although lithium has the most negative E naught value. So, E naught value, lithium plus electron gives, lithium plus electron gives lithium. This is the last. So, this is most negative. Although lithium has the most negative E naught value, means it doesn't love to be lithium. It loves to be lithium plus. Okay, it wants to come back to lithium plus. Appo edirpaathathu enna, this has to violently react and go back to Li plus, because it doesn't want to go right side, it wants to go left side. The reaction is less vigorous than that of sodium. We saw that sodium E naught value is more positive than this one. That's because of the small size and very high hydration energy. Statement question again. Lithium, or in general all of them, react with alcohol, gaseous ammonia and alkynes. Very simple. What do they have in common? Acidic hydrogen. When they have acidic hydrogen, these metals will react with acidic hydrogen to give you M plus and the corresponding redox process. So metals get oxidized, hydrogen gets reduced. Obviously true, the reason is hydrogen is more electronegative than the metals. So they are more electropositive, they love to get oxidized, hydrogen loves to get reduced. Reactivity towards dihydrogen is extremely simple. They form hydrides as we saw in our hydrogen chapter. This particular one is extremely important. When you take these metal ions, you don't need to remember this equation as such. In the metal, ammonia la pota, you form blue color. The color, why you need to remember? It's not because of the metal ion itself. The metal ion forms a complex. So what has happened to the metal? It has given out the electron and gotten oxidized. M plus it has become oxidized and forms a complex. Because ammonia is neutral, the charge is because of the metal ion. Now what has happened to the electron? That electron, basically this reaction is M gives you M plus electron. Just add NH3 on both sides. You see the X amount of NH3 goes to the metal and Y amount goes to solvating the electron. So the solvated electron will form and what is called an ammoniated electron. Solvated and the solvent of the ammonia ammoniated electron. This is a blue colored one and it is paramagnetic. Obviously it is electron, so it is paramagnetic. The blue color is because of solvated electron. This is something that has come. They slowly liberate hydrogen, resulting in formation of amide. Just know that it gives you an amide. That's more than enough. In concentrated solution, all electrons are paired up. So in the thanithaniya electron ellame pair agum, concentration adhigama irundha, because more the number of electrons, the more chances they will meet each other. They get paired up. Solution becomes diamagnetic and the blue color will become bronze color. Ammoniated electron is not going to be there anymore. So again, remember the colors and remembering the reason. Alkali metal compounds, now we are going to go. So far we have seen the alkali metal itself. Other compound first obviously oxides and hydroxides. These are very, very simple. We have seen this so many times in periodicity as well. We see that oxides here are basic, acidic. Oxides are easily hydrolyzed by water to form hydroxide. Thannila pota hydroxide form ago. Hence you call these oxides are basic oxides. And they are strongest of all bases and basicity increases as you go down the group. This is what we have. Salts of oxy acids, oxo acid, ZOH mari. The alkali metals form salts with all the oxo acids. They form salts with all of them. Oxo acids meaning your chlorate, sulfate, all those. We know sodium sulfate, sodium phosphate, all these are oxo acid. They are generally soluble in water. Generally soluble, the reason because they are polar. ZOH irukanaala polar, they are soluble in water, they are thermally stable. M2CO3 and in most cases MHCO3 are highly stable to heat. You want to remember this property. The carbonate and bicarbonate of group 1 elements are highly stable to heat. Stability. Group 2 la order kepanga, group 1 are highly stable to heat. Thermal stability kekkumbod they are very stable, you want to remember. Group 2 order kettu group 1 onne one adula mix pannanga, you want to remember they are highly stable. As the electropositive character increases down the group, stability of them increases. This you want to remember. Stability order ketanga, you should be able to say carbonate and bicarbonate. So carbonate eduthukalam. The more the character, plus character here, the more it is going to be ionic, the more stable it is going to be. Lithium carbonate is not so stable. கீழே போக போக ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி அதிகமாகும், அப்போ மேலே போக போக ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி கம்மியாகும். லித்தியம் கார்பனேட் இஸ் நாட் ஸோ ஸ்டேபிள் டு ஹீட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா லித்தியம் ஆக்சைடு அண்ட் CO2 will come. The reason is lithium polarizes the large cation. Carbonate cation lithium polarize பண்ணா that cation is not stable anymore, it separates into oxide and CO2. Again, most of these are memory, I can understand it is hard. These comes by periodically revising it. Just take 2 slides at a time and revise it over a period of long time, you will be okay. Most important ones, halides of group 1, all are high melting. ஏன்னா எல்லாமே எங்கே இருக்கும்? Halide அப்படின்னா, halides are here, halogens are here, these are here, so they form ionic compound. அதில் in that relation we have seen it is more ionic. More ionic character, higher melting. Ionic compounds are high melting. They are colorless crystalline solid. Colorless, why? Because they have no electron. They have lost the electron. These are noble gas configuration. These are noble gas configuration. So they are colorless crystalline solids. High melting because ionic compounds. They have high negative enthalpy of formation. Highly negative means exothermic. Easily they form, obviously, because ionic compounds. Delta HF values for MF becomes less negative down the group. As you keep going down the group, it becomes less negative. Rarely they will ask you, you still want to remember. It's a combination of reasons actually. You want to remember just the statement alone. The reverse is true. So, F பார்க்கும்போது வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும், ClBr I பார்க்கும்போது வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ClBr I பார்க்கும்போது நீங்கள் ionic character ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். When you take it as ionic, if these are ionic, as you go down, ionic character increases. அப்போ easier form ஆகும். More ionic, more energy is given out. So, as I go down, it's good. But when I look into fluoride, fluoride is a small cation, polarization வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். No need to know the reason, remember the order alone. Fluoride மட்டும் வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும், மற்றதெல்லாம் இப்படி இருக்கும். For a given metal, delta HF always becomes less negative from MF to Mi. So, now you're comparing fluorides. You are comparing chlorides, bromides and iodide. Here what you are comparing is same metal, different ions, F to I. So let's say for example, we can say lithium fluoride, lithium chloride, lithium bromide, lithium iodide. For a given metal, delta HF always becomes less negative. So in terms of negative delta HF, கீழே போக போக less negative. So இதுதான் most obviously you want, again I'll draw this. Let's take a metal here. This is more ionic in the slope more covalent. We have seen that before, delta En, electronegativity difference. அப்போ கீழே போக போக ionic character கம்மியாகுது. Lithium iodide is not going to release as much energy. Remember it that way. Melting point and boiling point, always we want to remember this order. I know that this is very important, but it is mostly memory. But look, melting point, MF, MCl, MBr, Mi, they follow the ionic character. More the ionic character, more melting point it is. Boiling point, similarly we can say. All these halides are soluble in water. More ionic they are, more soluble in water they are. The low solubility of LiF is due to its high lattice energy. Now this is where you want to remember, ஒரு compound ionic ஆக இருந்தால் மட்டும் solubility போதாது. Your solubility is a competition between lattice energy versus hydration energy. So as you go down, what happens? Both of them decreases. எது அதிகமாக டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுது அப்படின்றது ஒரு பீரியாடிக் ட்ரெண்ட். யூ cannot predict. You want to remember that the low solubility of LiF. Now, how do you remember this in the exam? You don't have to worry. இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் நீங்கள் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம்னு பரவாயில்ல. Solubility கம்மின்னு சொல்லிட்டாலே we know that this is higher. இப்படி இருந்தால் solubility அதிகம், இப்படி இருந்தால் solubility கம்மி. ஏன்னா lattice energy wants to keep them together. Hydration energy wants to solubilize them, take them away. அப்போ solubility கம்மினா lattice energy அதிகம். Low solubility of CSI is due to smaller He. What they are telling you is ரெண்டுமே solubility கம்மி, but for a different reason. This is less because of high lattice energy. This is less because low hydration energy. இது அதிகமாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை இது கம்மியாக இருக்கலாம். Anomalous property of lithium. In general, your second period will always have anomalous property. It has exceptionally small size. Lithium is very, very small, high polarizing power, Fajan's rule. Because of that, it shows properties that are different than the other alkali metals. It shows diagonal relationship with magnesium. So, I have listed the points here. Most of them are memory based. You can read it by yourself. Anything that I can explain? Not really. All these are mostly memory based. Periodicity pathina you will be able to do. They are similar size. I have explained this already. They are deliquescent and crystallizes. So they are both forming water of hydration. They can both form water of hydration because they have very high hydration enthalpy. Otherwise there is nothing much to explain here. It's mostly statement based. Now you don't need to remember these equations. You don't need to remember them. Just want to know அதோட நைட்ரேட் ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஹீட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஆக்சிஜன் வெளில வரும். You don't have to balance the equation. Coming to important compounds. See, this is how S block is given to you in NCERT. Unfortunately, memory after memory and some compounds also. First one that you want to look into is sodium carbonate. Where did we see sodium carbonate? In treatment of hot water. You want to remember sodium carbonate formula. It's decahydrate. It is synthesized by Solvay process. Solvay is a small town in USA. Now still they are making most of the sodium carbonate for the US in this small town. Now in Solvay's process, what you want to know, your raw materials. The entire process ninga ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Couple of things that you want to know. You start with, if we want to synthesize sodium carbonate, but there is no relation, ammonia is used. We want to remember ammonia with H2O and CO2. Obviously, there should be a source of Na and CO. So, the source of CO3 is CO2. We have that. And ammonia, you get the ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate is converted to ammonium bicarbonate. All these steps are done for solubility issues. Ammonium bicarbonate can be converted into sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. So, basically, you want this, you get it from, let's put it this way. Sodium carbonate, I want this, I get it from sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate can be obtained from ammonium bicarbonate. Ammonium bicarbonate from ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate from ammonia. Reverse la ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது easy. Sodium carbonate comes from bicarbonate. Bicarbonate comes from another bicarbonate. That comes from carbonate from ammonia. Now this ammonia is recycled. Hence you don't need to worry much. Now here, it cannot be extended to manufacture of K2CO3. I cannot do K2CO3 because KHCO3. So, suppose if we do this process, inge KHCO3 form aganum. Sodium bicarbonate badla potassium bicarbonate. Here it is too soluble to be precipitated by the addition of NaHCO3, NH4HCO3, ammonium carbonate, bicarbonate. Now, in the stage level, KHCO3 is too soluble, so I cannot precipitate it out. Hence, we cannot do it. In the statement, ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, why? This is printed in NCERT. I have rewritten in better words. We want to remember this. Again, Solvay process, full process ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, reverse length ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Luckily, there is no catalyst, so they won't ask you that type of question here. Moving on to alkaline earth metals. This is going to be similar to alkali metals. Very similar. இதே மாதிரி memory based இருக்கும், and some of the part is periodicity. If you look at the periodicity and take it away, the amount of material you are going to learn becomes less than half. Size is smaller than those of alkali earth metals. We know Z effective. Left line right la pona kammi agum. அயனைசேஷன் எனர்ஜி ட்ரெண்ட் எல்லாமே நம்ம பார்த்துட்டோம் முன்னாடி. ஹைட்ரேஷன் எனர்ஜி பார்த்துட்டோம். These are larger than group 1 ions, hydration energy. Why? More charge. So, higher. Their compounds are more extensively hydrated because higher hydration enthalpy. For example, அங்கே lithium மட்டும்தான் heavily hydrated இருந்தது. இங்கே வந்து lithium is second period. See here, third period and fourth period is also the corresponding element is hydrated because they have very high hydration enthalpy. Now these are mostly memory, flame test to memory தான். Beryllium and magnesium are kinetically inert to O2. They are extremely unreactive, I wouldn't say extremely unreactive. Thermodynamically means and the process வந்து favorable. That process is exothermic. ஆனால் kinetically it is not favorable means அந்த குறிப்பிட்ட டைமுக்குள்ளே வராது. எதனாலனா பெரிலியம்க்கு மெக்னீசியம்க்கு நடுவில் ஒரு ஆக்சைடு லேயர் ஃபார்ம் ஆகிடும். Just like your aluminum forms an oxide layer, so it doesn't get oxide. And the oxide layer வந்து ஒரு paint மாதிரி, it will prevent it. They give oxides. All these are mostly memory based. I have isolated them into important points that you want to remember. Their physical properties similar to your group 1. You have to go through them corresponding. இதெல்லாம் valency வச்சு you can say it is 2+ means ரெண்டு halogen வேணும். This is all very very simple. With hydrogen it forms the corresponding hydrides because these are electropositive. They form the corresponding hydrides. Reacted towards acid is very simple. Acid la pota MCl2 similar with sulfuric acid as well. Now reducing nature, like group 1, group 2 metals are strongly reducing. E0 table la கீழ இருக்கும் group 2. So they are strongly reducing means they want to get oxidized. Low electron negativity or high electropositivity. Just like our group 1, your solution in liquid ammonia forms ammoniated electrons, so it will give you colored solution. There you saw the color was blue color. Here it is deep blue, bluish black solution. And there also you saw high concentration will give you bronze color because it becomes diamagnetic. You want to remember that. Now, what all do we know about their compounds? They are less ionic than group 1 metals. Obviously, they are less ionic because they have a +2 charge. +2 charge na Fajan's rule, more covalent. Their oxides are all rock salt structure except BeO. BeO is covalent. அப்போ கீழே போக போக ionic character வரும். எல்லாமே this is salt. Rock salt, NaCl structure எல்லாம். FCC. Their oxides are basic. இது நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும். Because they are metals and to the left of the periodic table they are basic. And the basicity increases as you go down. We have seen it so many times. அப்போ basicity கீழே போக போக அதிகமாகும். அதை ரிவர்ஸில் பார்த்தா மேலே போக போக கம்மியாகும். Beryllium oxide is amphoteric, meaning basicity is so low it can behave as base and an acid. It becomes amphoteric. Now why is it behaving as an acid? It's Lewis acid, doesn't have enough electrons. When you take your hydroxide, just like your bases, you can see they are sparingly soluble hydroxides. So you want to remember this, sparingly soluble compared to group 1. அப்போ group 1 ஓட group 2 hydroxides are sparingly soluble. Very simple. Group 1 is ionic, group 2 is not that ionic. We know that right there. So solubility கம்மி ஆகும். கீழே போக போக ionic character அதிகமாகறனால solubility increases down the group, solubility. Just along with solubility, remember basicity also, we know this, and thermal stability. This is important. Thermal stability கேட்பாங்க. Less basic and less stable than alkali metals. We know this. Alkali metals are the most basic hydroxides. Beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric. Beryllium oxide மாதிரியே தான் corresponding water போட்டால் beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric. These are the two reactions that show that this is amphoteric. Reacts with OH minus means it behaves as a acid. Forms a berylate ion, sp3 geometry, square Prenarian structure. It behaves as a base by reacting with an acid and forms the same berylate ion. Way before we saw beryllium and magnesium form polymers. This is the way they form polymers. Chain. Solid state, it forms a chain in the following structure. The reason is beryllium is having 2 bonds with 2 chlorine, meaning 2 bond தான் இருக்கு 4 electrons. So it is electron deficient. So it can accept electron from chlorine and form polymer. In this way, it will resemble aluminum chloride, diagonal relationship. Aluminum chloride இதே மாதிரி வரும், you will be seeing it. In gas phase it forms a chloro-bitch dimer. So solid state la polymer, gas phase la dimer. Imagine this way, அது வந்து gas phase la polymer form ஆச்சுன்னா polymer molecular mass அதிகம், gas-ஆ இருக்க முடியாதுல்ல. That way you can remember it. MF2 are relatively less soluble than MCl2. Lattice energy அதிகமாக இருக்கும் MF2க்கு than MCl2. Because of that, high lattice energy and low hydration energy, it is less soluble. This is the most important. இது நிறைய வாட்டி வரும். Carbonates and sulfate. Solubility decreases down the group. கீழே போக போக solubility கம்மியாயிட்டே வரும். Thermal stability increases down the group. Solubility கம்மியாகுது, thermal stability. This order you have to remember, memory based. Why it is memory based is, you cannot decide why solubility decreases. Hydration energy கம்மியாகுதா, lattice energy அதிகமாகுதா உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. You want to remember it as a memory based question. Now you see sulfate and carbonate, both of them solubility decreases down the group. So rendu ore trend. Beryllium sulfate and magnesium sulfate, they are soluble compared to the other ones. அப்ப கீழ போக போக solubility கம்மியாகும் அப்படினா இருக்கறதுல most soluble என்னவா இருக்கணும், மேல இருக்குது beryllium sulfate and magnesium sulfate. They have high hydration energy compared to lattice energy. As you keep going down, this is not true anymore, it becomes insoluble. Again, I cannot stress this enough, you want to remember this. Just similar to our lithium, beryllium has property that is analogous to aluminum. Same reason, anomalous behavior of beryllium, exceptionally small size of its atom and polarizability. Your difference between beryllium and other groups, if you see, it has very high ionization energy. மேல இருக்கனால high ionization energy and small size, largely covalent இருக்கும். மத்த எல்லாமே ionic இருக்கும். Coordination number is 4 for beryllium. Where did we see that? Beryllium, if we see quickly, I'll go back right here. It's beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric, it can form berylate ion. Coordination number is 4. Whereas the other group coordination number is 6. பெருசு ஆக ஆக they can accommodate more electrons, so they can form 6 coordinate complexes. Example, where do we know an example of 6 coordinate complex for a group 2 element? Calcium and magnesium can form complex with EDTA. EDTA is hexadentate. அப்போ 6 coordination தான், coordination number 6 அதுக்கு. Beryllium oxide and beryllium hydroxide we just saw before, amphoteric in nature, whereas the other ones are basic in nature. Now this is what I told you. Aluminum has 3 bonds in aluminum chloride, so it can take 2 more electrons to become octet. So it can get polymeric structure similar to our beryllium chloride. Vapor state la dimer, solid state la polymer. Just like our important compounds in group 1, we want to look at important compounds in group 2. Luckily here we don't have to synthesize a lot. You just want to remember the formulas at least. Quick lime na enna, slake lime na enna, you want to remember that. Where did we use slake lime? All the way back when you look into hydrogen chapter, you look into permanent hardness versus temporary hardness. There if you see in one of the process, I don't want to remind you here, you want to go back and look at the lecture that you would use calcium hydroxide, slake lime there. Now the reactions are very very simple. Lime water na enna nyabam vechukano, lime water is calcium hydroxide. When you pass through lime water, iduve question ah vandadu, milk of lime na enna ne vandadu JE la. Suspension in water is useful to determine presence of CO2. So CO2 gas வெளியில வருதுன்னா இந்த சொல்யூஷன் வழியா பாஸ் பண்ணா it will turn milky, precipitate மாதிரி ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். It's a test for confirmation of CO2. Colorless, odorless gas gives you milky solution with lime water. This is a memory based question. Bleaching powder you want to remember, calcium hypochlorite. Bleaching powder வந்து இந்த ரியாக்ஷன் கொடுத்திருக்கு, but all these 3 combination is called a bleaching powder. இது மூணுமே இருக்கும், particularly calcium hypochlorite is this one. HOCl na hypochlorous acid, hypochlorite na adla hydrogen itta OCl minus, calcium la 2 plus, so CaOCl2 with calcium chloride. The combination of these 3 is bleaching powder. The other compounds that you want to remember are gypsum. Gypsum is calcium sulfate with 2 molecules of water. When you heat it, it will become plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris la dhaan the white color statues seiyirudhu, and also for Vinayak Chaturthi make those white color Vinayagar statues and Krishna statues and all those. That is plaster of Paris. Gypsum la senjittu heat pannanga plaster of Paris ah maarum. Another thing where plaster of Paris is used is for fixing broken bones, puttur kattu poradhu, plaster of Paris, when they do, it forms a rigid structure so the hand doesn't move until the bones heal. Last one that you want to remember is cement. Cement is mostly calcium silicate. We want to remember cement is mostly calcium silicate, and silicates are the most abundant compounds in the earth, your sand. Calcium silicate with a little bit of limestone, clay and gypsum is your cement. Alright, so hopefully this was not too much for you guys in terms of memory. I know this is a lot of memory, but try to redo this so much through periodicity, so it becomes a lot easier. Periodicity through neenga trend alla nyabagam vechukittingana much easier. If at all you want to make it simpler, periodicity based idla ennala pudusa irukko adha periodicity notes la eludikittingana, you revise periodicity well, most of the S block is also covered. Alright, thank you guys.